Hey guys, today I'm going to do a quick review on the Ginault Ocean Rover. Guys, this watch, I got this about 3 days ago. And over the past 3 weeks, I was looking for a watch I can purchase that was substantial, had a very classic look to it. I really like this style, but was affordable. To be honest, I didn't want to spend that much for a Rolex Submariner. So I was looking online and I was really looking, I almost pulled the trigger on the Steinhardt until I came across a few videos on YouTube by Watch Report, Just One More Watch, and KG and Average Bros. So I watched their videos, and I'll tell you what, I've never made a purchase off of reviews before, but if you guys have a chance to look at KG or Just One More Watch, those guys really do a quality job at comparing this watch to other brands, as well as doing an extensive, especially Just One More Watch. He does a good review, a 1 week review, a 1 month review, and then he just posted one I think a few hours ago. So he does extensive reviews on this watch and really keeps track so that consumers are informed on the quality of it. So if you guys have a chance, check out those two guys. Check out Watch Report; they did a great job as well reviewing this watch. Now, I don't really want to talk too much about the controversy. I know there's controversy that just cloaks this watch. People are, everybody has something to say about it. I'm just going to say the reasons why I purchased this watch. I really wanted something that was substantial. I wanted something that had the classic look and something that honestly was I could feel comfortable spending $650 on and know I'm going to get a quality timepiece. So I when I saw the reviews, I really really decided to pull the trigger and go ahead and make this purchase. So right before I did that, I contacted Ginault via email and I asked them, is this going to fit my wrist in the first place? I have other watches. I like 40 millimeter watches. I'm a big guy. I'm about 6'4", 280, 290. I played college football. I was in the military, so I'm a big guy, and I wanted to make sure that the bracelet was going to be something that can fit. So I went ahead. I contacted Ginault, and they assured me that it was going to fit. If I had any issues, they would actually send me additional links, which to be able to do that for somebody that's going to purchase your product. That's something that I think that speaks highly of their customer service. Because they said if I had any issues, they would send me. They would take care of me. That was the exact verbiage in the email. They would take care of me, and I tell you what, as a consumer, I really appreciate that. So I went ahead and made the purchase, and I tell you what, I couldn't be more happy. I received this about 3 days ago, and I'll give you guys a couple wrist shots, but this watch is the build quality. For my money, I feel like spending $600, $650 on this watch was well worth it. You guys can see there's fingerprints and stuff on it. I've been wearing it over the past 3 days nonstop because, like I said, I want this is my everyday watch. This is what I'm gonna wear constantly. I have another watch a good friend of mine gave me that's gonna be I wear it special occasions and an heirloom piece for my children. That's a Hamilton, but it's in. Let me show you that one real quick. It's got a lot of meaning to me, and he received this from the when he was in the Olympics. So he gave this to me on my wedding day, and has my wife and I's initials engraved on it, and our wedding date. So this is what I started to build my collection around. And some people may say, this is a piece of junk or whatever, but here's the thing: a watch is, if it makes you feel good, if it makes you feel like $1,000,000, I don't care if it's a $10 watch. If it makes you feel like $1,000,000, and it can accent your attire and just make you feel good about yourself when you're wearing it, then it's worth whatever you paid for it. Because I'm not buying watches for other people, and my collection isn't built around other people or their opinions. It's built around me and what I like. So I'll get off my high horse now. Getting back to the Ginault, guys. This is a I. I'll tell you what. I was a little apprehensive because I've never purchased anything based off of YouTube reviews, but this watch is something. It's it's substantial, guys. It's got some good weight to it. I know it's on my wrist when I wear it, but it's not overpowering. I absolutely love this clasp. I think that this is probably the biggest selling point for me because being a big guy, my wrist is about 7 3/4. I can extend this when it gets hot out. My wrist gets to just under 8 inches, so I can extend this, and this thing it's beautiful. I mean, it works great. I went for a run with it, and I was able to extend it as my wrist swelled up as I got hotter, and it was great. And right out of the box, guys, this thing fit like a glove. I didn't have to take any links out, and knock on wood, thank goodness, I didn't have to contact Ginault for additional links, even though their customer service was willing to send me more. So, but I just wanted to do a quick review, guys. If you're thinking about, if you're comparing this watch like I was to Steinhardt or any other watch out there, I would really consider getting this one over them. Even though the other ones may have a ceramic bezel, even though they may have, you know, little things here and there, I really, I think the build quality, this thing's a tank, guys. And with the customer service of Ginault, them doing that for me, just making an attempt. I know other manufacturers. Now, not knocking Steinhardt, guys. I've never had a watch from Steinhardt, but and I've heard good things about their customer service, so not knocking them, but just you know, just the quality service of the customer service of Ginault, and then the fact that they're willing to, just the quality. When you hold this thing in your hand is substantial, and as a big guy, knowing that this, feeling this and knowing it's on my wrist, and being able to wear a dress shirt and having this fit underneath and not having to go out and buy an Invicta that's like wearing a clock on my wrist, and not, having trouble putting my shirt cuff over it. This is something that's subtle. It's it's subtle, but it still has a presence on your wrist. And it just makes you, I mean, it makes you feel like $1 million, guys. I mean, this watch is, and some people, I'll probably get nasty reviews or anything like that, like, oh, you should have bought a Rolex or whatever. I like this. I like this. I didn't want to buy the Rolex, and some of the design features on the Rolex I didn't like. I didn't like the Mercedes hands. I like the sword hands. I think they're sleek. I think it looks nice and it gets the job done. The other design thing I would probably change on this watch is probably take the seconds hand and just make it silver. I have found that it's a little difficult to see just with the red versus the black background, but other than that, guys, I really like this watch. I shouldn't say I like it. I love it. This is my everyday watch, and I will show you guys real quick what it looks like on my wrist. And thanks for watching. All right, guys. So there you go. This is what it looks like on my wrist. Like I said, I've got a 7 3/4 inch wrist, and I think this thing is just fine. It's enough for me. I don't feel like I'm wearing a clock on my wrist. It fits under my shirt cuffs great, and I'm 100% happy. So, thanks for checking out the review. And like I said, guys, if you guys get a chance, check out KG. Just one more watch. Average Bros and Watch Report. I did, and with those guys' extensive reviews, I mean, they were the deal breaker for me. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.